Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I actually started a bit earlier, but my internet cut out. So I'm trying this again and hoping that it doesn't happen again. Because honestly, if it does, I may cancel streaming tonight because the internet here isn't stable. I rely on Starlink. And there's times when it cuts out. Here's a sword you asked me to bring you. It's just a thing, another toy. These swords will never see battle. They are as useless as I am. You know what? I don't really care about the sword or about the history of Socorus. It's gone. It was razed to the ground. Why the heck did you have me waste time going out there and doing this for you then? The dead chieftains have risen up to fight against their own people. The stargazers who once advised them are now holed up in a cave like rats, afraid to set foot outside. I want to fight. No one's ever taught me, but I'm a Keeled, and every Keeled is a warrior. The guards refused to let me outside. I had hoped I could go out with you and fight the enemy, so that's why you did all this. After watching you in battle, I realized I wouldn't stand a chance. I'm not a real warrior. Looks like I'll be saving over constellation shards forever. Thank you for taking me out of the fight. The walking undead would tear me apart in no time. You could ask Katar to let you join the guard. You don't think I've asked? I'm under strict orders not to put myself in danger. Indria says I'm one of the most gifted stargazers and my talents is needed here. And Kithar? He always says I'm too young, too young. And that's just the curse of this place. We don't get old, we don't get sick, and we don't change. It's always the same conversations and jokes, the same arguments, the same food, and the same schedule. Yeah, that I can see how that would get boring. I really feel sorry for you. Those who arrived here when they were old are still old, and those who came here when we were young are still young. A guard can't become a stargazer, even if he studies hard and shows tremendous talent. Likewise, a stargazer can't become a guard, no matter how much he wants to wield a weapon. Everything must remain as it was on the first day of our imprisonment. And that's the way things are. Everything is always the same. Our bodies are healthy, but our souls are dying. My soul is dying. Training at night is the only thing that keeps me going. I've been trying to master the techniques used by the guards when they fight. Not, but I'm not very good. Not that anything will come of it, of course. It's all useless. Nothing ever changes in this damned place. I will speak with Cathar. I don't think he will be indifferent to your suffering. There's no point. Cathar is just like the rest of us. He doesn't change. Must be nice to have
So
somewhere to go.
exciting!
Just a moment, one moment. Are you trying to accuse Cathar of something? Hang on, I think I've done all these conversations.
With grace?
Let me look.
A simple smile goes a long way. Uh-huh.
Go back to the journal again. I think I missed something. Yeah, we need to go to Qatar for 2
Friendship
quests.
lasts forever.
So let's go find him.
This is my time to shine.
There he is. I want you to discuss Rhaegar the Stargazer. Whenever I hear the name Rhaegar, I expect another Tivo plead to let him enlist. Is that why you're here? Why don't you want to give him a chance? Because I was young once and lived on dreams. And also because a talented stargazer is more useful to us than a fighter. After all, we are here at Plumeo Falls to gain knowledge from the stars. That's the primary goal of our work. Rhaegar is suffering. He has the soul of a warrior, and he will waste away if he cannot find the path his heart desires. I agree to give the boy a chance. He may join as a new recruit and begin his training. Andrea will probably not be happy that I've allowed one of her stargazers to be distracted from stargazing, but she's too soft to object. It is settled then. I won't let Rhaegar leave these walls until he proves himself ready. The call of one's heart is a serious matter, but such calls often fade after daily drills and a few painful blisters. That's fair. Before he goes out, he needs to prove that he can at least has a chance. Someone help me find your grave. Why do you have a grave? Why do you visit that place? I see there's nothing that doesn't interest you, Knight Commander. That grave, the existence of the temple enclave, and the work that we were doing have had to remain a secret. And by secret, I mean secret. We couldn't even let our families know that we were safe. But I was sure my Ysmir would try to find me. The two of us were newlyweds. We had barely said our vows before the wound opened. I know I knew we would be struck here for a long time, maybe even for life. I wanted to fulfill my duty and protect the temple, but I also wanted my wife to survive. And to do that, she would have to move on. So I built a fake grave for myself in the first place I knew she would look. I know that everything happened the way I planned. She found the grave, and she saw for herself that I had perished. She thought my comrades had buried me, and she mourned my death, but she found the strength to go to Mendiv. I do not know what happened to her after that, but I hope she found happiness. It's been a lifetime since then. As for why I still go there, It's where Ymir and I got married. I have never felt more joy than I did on that day, in that place. But it is also the place where I felt the most misery. The place where I carved my name on a tombstone and said goodbye to my past. So I go there to remember. That is all. I have to go.
How cute!
Well,
So exciting!
I discovered Katara's secret. He followed the rules just like everyone else and severed all ties with his family. He did everything he could to make Ymir think he was dead, and even went so far as to dig his own grave by the stone tree. Cathar, always with such wild ideas. Even when he was young, he could never do anything by halves. I proudly judge others by what is in my own heart. If I could send a message to my family, if I could see them again, I wouldn't give a damn about the temple's rules. I begged Kethar to let me go outside with him so I could see my wife and children, at least secretly. I begged him. I was so angry. I reminded him that if I hadn't introduced him to Ysmir at the Mr. Feast, he wouldn't even be married. I was selfish. The pain of thinking I would never see my family again nearly drove me out of my mind. And all the while, I was tormenting my best friend, trying to make him feel guilty for depriving me of happiness. When I found out he was going to the stone tree, I immediately imagined him going to see Ymir the way I dreamed of seeing my own wife. I hated him for 70 years. The whole time I pretended he didn't exist. I lost my family, and then I lost my friend. I doomed myself to bitter loneliness. Cathar, I must go to him immediately and ask for his forgiveness. Thank you, Commander. You have given me my friend. You've given my friend back to me. I have to go. I please keep yourself. Now, where did I put my quill? It's a long
With
time
grace?
to hold a grudge. 7 years. I spoke with has Road of Adventures brought you back to me? I spoke with Qatar. He's ready to take you on as a new recruit. Really? But how did you convince him? Wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Alright, I have to focus. I can't let you and Qatar down. I will start training immediately. Thank you. You've given me a second chance at life and I'll never forget it. I have to go. Well, that's all the side quests for what around here.
Uh-huh.
Now we have to yep. Well, we completed that.
Is there trouble?
Now let's talk to the Andrea herself. There are celestials as well as mortals here at the temple? Yes, of course. Angels and Estes from the court of Lady Puria often visited the temple in its days of glory. When this place was hidden away and we were given our mission, some of them decided to stay and support us. Like us, they have not gone beyond these walls for 100 years. They help us here in the temple, and of course, we are all united in our desire to heal the world wound. What do you know about Atheru and the opening of the world wound? Hang on a sec, I need to drink something real quick. Mouth's getting dry. More than some, but not as much as I would wish. I've been to Threshold, the fortress where outlawed spellcasters were held and where Atheru conducted her monstrous ritual. I even saw the betrayer in the flesh, though only briefly. Atheru was rumored to be a dangerous witch. For many years she had lived in isolation, carrying out strange experiments in deliberate obscurity, but she was noticed in the end. The best witch hunters tried to capture her, and it was said that many of them perished in the attempt. When I saw her, she was no longer a dangerous enemy. After many days in a dungeon, she was nothing more than a pale shadow. I was told her spirit was already broken, and when she was brought to Threshold, and she gave the guards no trouble. However, I think it's safe to say now that her compliance was simply a ruse, a cunning deception. Yeah. When the wound opened, it shook the world. My Lady Plutia, in her heavenly wisdom, was one of the first to realize the magnitude of the threat and sent her priest a vision along with an order to run and hide. But many couldn't find it within them to obey this order. How could they leave their beloved homeland, their home, family, and friends? Many of my brothers and sisters perished, losing a hopeless fight against wave after wave of demons. I was destined for a different fate, and so was my shrine. Lady Plutia hid it from, from the eyes of the demons. I had a vision telling me about the work that needed to be done to avenge the fallen Socorus and rid the world of the whirlwind. That was when I learned this difficult task would take a century to complete, and that it would require us to make many sacrifices, but I was willing. Why did you ask me to talk to the temple's inhabitants? Are you worried about something? My request to you was made on impulse, to put it simply. A heavy burden has been placed on our shoulders, and it's easy to grow weary. We not only live in complete isolation, but we have done so for a very long time, an entire lifetime for some races. I am afraid many will be broken by this ordeal if they have not been already. It would be easier if I could be dispassionate like Qatar, but I cannot. I worry for those in my care. I feel like a mother who cannot protect her children from pain and grief. When I saw you, I hoped you would be a breath of fresh air, that your presence would renew and restore our spirits. Tell me about your mission. Why did you decide to remain here in the world wound? This temple has been blessed by Plutia. Whether it is day or night, the stars are always visible when the. I'm not going to read this. I think this is something we discussed before. Thank you for your time. The inhabitants of the temple keep its existence secret. How did you find out about it? Plutia herself told me about this temple and about the mission of its inhabitants. The mistress of the Roran and I may differ in character and appearance. We are both angels and protectors of good. We help one another, especially when the matter involves demons, our foe of old. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into more detail about
This
them.
is my time to
Let's
shine.
just do the mission. I have spoken to the inhabitants of the temple and fulfilled all their requests. It's time to begin the ritual. Well then, let's go to the temple, and may the power of Plutia help us find that which we have lost. It worked, but everything was so strange. I saw a place and the road that leads to it. It's to the south of here, within the boundaries of the whirlwind, but I didn't see Terragora. Something separates us from her. She's not on a different plane, and yet she is not fully on this plane either. However, there is one thing I can say with certainty. The creator of the sword is not dead. Her heart still beats. Okay. I know where. I now know about the next place we're going, because I was there on my last file. Praise heaven. Thank you, righteous Andrea, and your champion. It is possible that I could be returned with my dear sister and companion. This day is joyful indeed. I'm afraid this day is not as joyful as you may think, Angel. My scouts have just returned. There is an unknown detachment moving in this direction. They look like cultists, and they're coming straight towards us, like they know we're here. I'm not sure what's going on, but we have to stop them. Could someone have discovered the secret of Prutia's fall? My heart is filled with worry for the temple and its brave inhabitants. Champion, we must go and help Kathar. Yes, please go with them. You are the knight commander of the crusade, and Kathar is our faithful ranger and protector. Surely, together you can hold off the cultists, but the herald of Andamene, the Lightbringer, should remain here. We cannot risk him being seen outside the temple. I'll go gather the soldiers and then follow the commander in Qatar. Okay, before I continue on with this, I just want to make a comment about what was mentioned last time. I chose a different mythic path in my first run through with my arcane. It was my arcane rider. That's what he was. My Magnus Arcane Rider. I chose the chaotic one. I think it's the one with Dresta, or it was basically in part one. You rescued all those people from the Inquisitors. I did that, and they became a part of my court. I even got a Havoc Dragon. In that one, they were doing a ritual that would transport me to a place that I think it was a place of my that I of my dreams or desire to help me learn about my powers. And when the ritual was complete, they teleported me to the hovel that was just mentioned after this ritual was complete. So, since I chose a different path, I chose the angel path and came here, I thought that I would not be going to the place I did last time. But it appears I am incorrect. It's just a bit different since I chose a different path. Which is interesting because apparently if you choose a different mythic path, the story can go a different direction. Which is pretty cool, actually. Now back to this. Do you think this is related to our arrival? Could they have followed us here? I can't say for sure, but we should expect the worst. You may have been followed, but that doesn't mean they've discovered our secret. And even if they had, you might be able to stop them before they can send back a report of our location. That's why we must take action and quickly. It's also possible that you could be screwed, and they've already sent the report. But that's a problem for another time. Alright, let's hurry. Still better we stop these guys before they figure out too much.
How cute! So exciting!
I believe we go here. Seems the undead may solve our problem for us.
No time for debate.
Okay, so there's apparently doubt that these guys are actually cultists. Well, I guess we can save them and figure out what they're doing here. That's always an option.
Simply business.
Sure, if we need too many buffs, there's only like 3 of them. Could make short work of this.
The light, take you!
It's your time to cease to exist.
Away, you rascal!
You're in my way.
Your time is over.
You should have listened to reason.
Okay. Suspicious travelers are going down quickly.
Prepare yourself.
We should probably finish
The
this up before
inheitor, guide my blade.
it's too late. We did. Mercy. We asked for mercy. I'm going to read this since none of it's really quotes. His shoulders droop slightly, though he tries to appear confident, and in that moment you suddenly realize you've seen him before. He was in the vision you had when you were in the caves near Canabris. This tall half-elf was among those who betrayed Lethier and offered prayers to the monster that killed him. These past years have aged him, and he is no longer young. Yet despite his gray hair and worn features, his manner and bearings have not changed. He looks at the fallen angel in your villain with the same mixture of boldness and uncertainty that you see before you now. Who are you? State your names. Now I have the option to betray him, or I could say nothing and let them go. So what to do? If I say nothing, he's probably going to get away. You know what? Yeah, let's just do this. He should probably answer for what he's done. I recognize him. The one who begs for mercy was among the traitors who lured the angel Lethiel into a trap. What? Traitors and demon worshippers here? We shouldn't have helped them. We must finish what the undead started. Cathar, stop. We can't kill those who beg humbly for mercy, or we will be no better than the demons. When I look into their souls, I see grief, fear, and repentance, not evil. We must take them to the temple and heal them and ask questions. Damn it, priestess. Are you out of your mind? You just revealed our secret to total strangers. Yeah, he's right. You did reveal our secret to total strangers. and some who are in league with our enemies. Andrea, forgive me, and you, Cathar, as well. You are a great warrior, best we have, but I cannot take your side in this. And if I went along with you, I would be ashamed to see my own reflection in the holy waters of Pruthia. I am a high priestess of Pruthia Fall. Guards, order you to take these people to the temple, and on the subject of secrets, Commander, you should talk to the prisoner yourself. I believe you too will see the truth of his heart and the absence of evil in his soul. Well, I guess we don't get to make a choice one way or the other, whether they live or die. It's been made for us.
Lead on.
Well, at least not for now.
It is no trouble. On my way. Rely on me.
Now, where is this traitor? Over here? Yep, they're over here.
Huh? Oh,
Can't see
yes,
anything.
what?
I need to give her some light.
The world is full of wonders.
Cult leaders, suspicious
grace?
travelers. The Temple of Plutia. How strange. I didn't think it had survived. So they didn't know, and we just told them. Yeah, I don't think we should let these guys go. Tell me who you are and what part you played in the death of the angel Lethiel. My name is... Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't want to reveal the name of my clan and bring shame upon it. And my own name means nothing. I am a Sokoran by birth, but I came to Medu with refugees when I was a child. I grew up in an orphanage and Idomene's temple, and when I was old enough, I joined the Crusades there. I was a good scout, inquisitive, daring, not afraid to go into the most dangerous places. At least that's what my commanding officers thought. In truth, though, I've just always been drawn to the forbidden and dangerous. When an angel came to my commanding officer and asked for a few people to accompany him on a dangerous mission, they chose me. The angel wanted to fight the outcast, those first crusaders who either scrubbed to demonic corruption or accidentally infected. These outcasts then gave birth to mutilated children. According to the rumor, they sought refuge in the caves beneath Canabras, away from the judging eyes and pyres. I was sent there to look for any trace of their presence. And those caves are deadly. An immense lava, the passages running deeper and deeper, all the way down to the dark lands. And after hearing of the angel's plans to descend into that place, someone decided to make it his grave. I probably have no right to ask for forgiveness for what I have done, but I was very young and never liked being a crusader. Rising early in the mornings, training and marching in formation, I have been forced to do that my whole life. In the orphanage where I grew up, all the children were made to march like little soldiers as soon as they could walk. But he promised something different, something new. He said we shouldn't be afraid of demons. Sure, narrow-minded pri- prigs claimed that demons were murderers and destroyers, but that wasn't true. Demons were actually strong and free, and they were ready to share their power and freedom with any who would join them. And I believed him. I often thought about how a Shuva, an ordinary Sikoran just like me, ascended to incredible heights after she chose to serve Discari. If it worked for her, I thought, why not me? So I agreed to betray the angel. I lied to him, told him I found the outcast he was looking for, and lured him into a trap. Who is this he you keep talking about? 1 second. He is the Echo of Discari. He is an avatar of the great demon lord, his archpriest. He once led the fight against the god Erodin, but was defeated. He has never forgotten or forgiven those responsible for his humiliation. And he knows you are here. He was the one who guided us to this place. He brought us to the wasteland and told us to move forward in search of the unknown. I know that the herald of the Lightbringer is here with you somewhere. Warn him that the Echo knows he is here. That's all I can do for you. So, okay, so this place is kind of compromised now, and he's after the Lightbringer. Do you feel remorse for your actions? Yes and no. There is such a fine line between remorse and disillusionment. He gave me power just as he promised. I spent years in the cult of Skari, enjoying that power, basking in the adoration of the weak. And yet, well, I saw so many crusaders who fought with honor until the very end. And I looked into their eyes. I remembered the proud, noble spirit of the angel that I had betrayed. I missed the camaraderie, the sincerity. 70 years is a long time, even for a half-elf, and I see many things differently now than I did when I was young.
Uh-huh. This is my time to shine.
Well, I guess it was good we didn't execute him on the spot and saved him. Now we, know how they know about this place.
How cute! So exciting!
I believe I already talked with them.
Adventures are exciting. With grace.
I have already apologized for using my powers as a high priest to pressure you like I did, but I had to intervene. You would have brought harm to those poor miserable people. I can read the souls of others, and when I looked at them, I saw no evil, only fear and grief. Enough, priestess. I don't mind you giving me a tongue lashing. You can scold me as much as you want. I won't be offended. But do not expect me to forget about my duty. I am responsible for the safety of this temple, and that safety is threatened by those cultists. We need to interrogate them, and if necessary, torture them until they reveal the truth how they came to be here. Was it by chance or by choice? Even if it's the former, letting them go is out of the question. They may not have any evil intention, but they still cannot be trusted. If they prove their innocence, they will remain here as prisoners. My righteous friends, your words are an endless circle. You have gone round and round, but you are no closer to making a decision. Not sure if I'll be able to come back to this or not. I'll do this one. Discords among allies. Such things weigh upon me heavily. Somebody help! It's their cultist, the one who didn't want to give his name. He started shaking, whispering something, and then this haze surrounded him. All the guards around him lost consciousness, and he got up and started walking towards the temple entrance like he was leaving. We don't know what to do. We need to go there at once. Make haste. Who do you protect us? Let's go there quickly.
Uh-huh. This is my time to shine. How cute!
Oh no.
In anticipation of your questions, I will provide you with some answers. Yes, you have fallen into my trap. Even you fell for it, hand of the upstart. It has been many years since I caught your angel in the caves beneath Canabras and allowed him to leave his flaming sword in the stone. He promised that sooner or later, someone would remove it, and I decided to believe him. I kept a watch on the sword. I have watched and waited all these years. Waited for the promise to come true. For the sword's new owner to bring me to you. To take me to the secret temple. You protected it well. In fact, the temple is still hidden from my sight. But I do not need to see the temple in order to destroy it. I simply need to know where it is.
The Echo of Discari, I presume?
Knight Commander. That is how one ought to address you, yes. I've been watching you for a long time, and I already know how, when, and where I'm going to kill you. Mortal children like to tear the wings off of flies and butterflies, and I, in turn, like to have my fun with the inheritor's pets.
Silence, Echo! You fiend! Do you think I do not see your secret desire? Eredin overthrew you. He brought his hand down upon you and crushed you like a gnat. Since that day, you have nursed your resentment and jealousy, letting them fester within you. You are too much of a coward for honest combat. You prefer to ambush your prey, striking from the shadows. I will put an end to this. I will put an end to you. And you will take the secret of Pelura's fall with you to your grave.
There is so much you do not see, Herald. Let's see. The stench of the upper plains and the abyss. Colorful flashes. Magic that deflects the gaze and obscures the vision. It must be Pelura, the mistress of bright lights, who has tried to hide her temple in my domain. How could you let such a thing happen, Iomade, the imposter? Don't you feel sorry for your angelic allies? You should have just ordered them to serve their priest up on a platter to me. The end result would be the same.
Is that Discari himself speaking? Could he attack us? Oh, yeah. I read through the second part again because I was trying to understand what's going on, but it looks like... the Echo of Discari is now being possessed by Discari himself.
I do not know the limits of his power, but if he decides to attack, I will protect you, even if it costs me my life. I will do my best to carry you to a safe place.
I can fight too.
So, my Echo has found the Temple of Pelura. I wouldn't call it an achievement. but it's not bad for a maggot molded from the souls and bodies of mortals. What else? Gold, light, a sweet smell. It all seems suspiciously like heaven. Well then, Iomade the imposter, whom have you sent? Could it be your herald? And your new pet from Canabras? Or have I already killed that one? I lose track of such things. There are so many of them fussing about with their halos and wings, babbling their long, arduous prayers to some self-proclaimed goddess. Will you ever get tired of sending your favorites to the slaughter? Nothing to say, imposter? One day I will knock on the doors of heaven and you will have to answer. So remain silent for now and observe. Today there will be no bloodshed. I will send the echo back to the abyss right now.
You will not take our secret to the abyss, you monster!
Your main flaw is predictability, pawns of heaven. I already know your next move, your methods, your plans of defense. I know how to catch you off guard, and it's as simple as catching a bird in a cage. I will return to the abyss as my lord has ordered, but I am not retreating in defeat. I am carrying off my prey. The screams of your stupid priestess will haunt your every waking moment, and thoughts of her will taunt you in the silence of the night. She will be my entertainment until you are within my grasp.
Well, that sucks. Damn the demons and all their cunning guile. The Echo escaped with a prisoner and I could do nothing to stop it. I was only able to protect you. That's why you didn't do anything. The Echo of Discari doesn't want to face me in a fair fight, so he attacks my friend and allies. I chose wrong, apparently. That's what that's saying. The Echo of Discari has taken Eldria. She is the heart of Plutia Falls, and now the heart has been ripped out. Now that the demons know the temple exists, the temple's inhabitants must be brought to Dresden. I will speak with everyone and, if necessary, organize a retreat to safety. However, I can tell you that none of them will wish to flee. If I ask them to save themselves, the answer will be no. We've given too much to this mission. We cannot abandon it now. We must finish it for Plutia, for the memory of Pluoria, the memory of Socorus and the entire world. We'll stay in this temple for as long as it takes to finish our work, even if we have to fend off demons. Besides, even if the demons know the exact location of the temple, Plutia's patrons just sealed our sanctuary from their eyes. We will stand ground, I have faith. What can we do to save the Echo's victim? He went to the abyss, to the Rapsing Rift, the dominion of his lord. Even if our hearts wish it, we cannot simply rush after him. Incursions into the abyss are 100 times more dangerous than anything you faced before, champion. So dangerous I would not risk sending you there, unless it was absolutely necessary. I will return you to Dresden, and then I will send a message to heaven. If I turn to the source of wisdom, perhaps I will find something that will help. We must not lose hope, no matter how dire things may seem. And I would ask you, mighty champion, to look for Targot the Angel. She is the light that must shine among the ranks of the Crusaders once more. One day we will finally give the Echo of Discovery what he deserves. Then we'll save everyone he has ever threatened. But now it's time for us to return to Dresden, champion. Prepare for war. Well, that's the tricky part about showing mercy all the time. People can take advantage of it. Yeah. Oops.
No time for
Oh,
idling.
we're back at Dresden. Did you learn anything about what happened at Plutia Fall about the Echo Desari and his victim? Not yet. My heavenly mistress does not answer my call. She's she's clearly occupied by other matters and concerns. So far I've learned nothing of use from my fellow angels, but they are seeking knowledge of the Echo and where he takes his victims. I still have hope we can save his victims. However, this matter cannot be permitted to overshadow the importance of the crusade. No matter how personal it may be for you and me, stopping the demons is our main goal. Tracking down the Echo and saving our allies, alas, is not. Can I go back? Alas, that is not possible, champion. You heard what the guardian of the temple said. They do not welcome our presence there any longer, at least until all this chaos is settled. But but I guess there as you are, and I cannot compel them. I don't recall being banned down there. Yeah, let me look. Yeah, there's nothing in there that said we've been banished from the temple. Maybe it came up in, maybe it will come up in some of the other conversation points I missed out on.
Is there trouble?
I guess we're done. Now the question remains, what to do next? I still have to explore the Ivory Sanctum, and yeah, the fate of our patrols. I guess I should probably report that in. There's the Dragon Hunt. Last Gift of a Brilliant Mind. I haven't done that on my other one yet, so that's the DLC. I've actually been doing that a bit too to level up and get some extra items. Oh yeah, we need to go on Hope's Wing. That's the next. That's the next. Our next goal. But first, I should probably rest here. Maybe see if there's anything new. I'll report to Erebeth about the results of the mission to find the missing scouts, since I didn't do that last time. I'm not going to give Solemn Hour to her yet. I'm still using it with my paladin. It's a really good sword, the best one she has, and I want to take advantage of it. But I will have to give it back to her before this act is over. We learned the fate of the missing patrol. Our people were killed by clan members from Old Socorus. They have been bewitched by the demon Jerebeth. Survivors from Socorus in the middle of the world wound. They must be made of tough stuff. I'm sorry they've been sent against us. And sorrier still for our soldiers. We're losing our people to demon trickery again, but at least the mystery is solved and it won't happen again. Well, I got some experience points. That's good. Screw it. Potion could still be useful. Yep, I set up other spells. That's good.
Adventures are exciting.
Kind of want to check the Crusader affairs. If I remember correctly, bombs are ranged touch attacks. Some person mentioned in comments a few video. I think it was the videos when I was liberating Dresden that I probably should have went with a different subclass for the alchemist. It was, I don't really know. It started with a V, but that would have got rid of my bombs and replaced it with a sneak attack. I didn't want to do that because the bombs can be very useful. Like they were, I believe there are ranged touch attack if I remember correctly. Thus, it would allow me to be better able to hit enemies that have high armor class but not high touch armor class. I think took advantage of that when I was fighting the tree in the in Winter's Run. But let's go to this. See what we got here. Lawful. Try the criminal knight. Don't need more. Don't need the increased morale. Yeah, I don't want to do the evil options. I'm good. So we have lawful, which tries him, or we take him under protection. Well, we've shown mercy to murderers before. Technically. That's why we got that traitor in prison. But she's in prison and can't hurt anyone else. We also let that one guy get away. Fun fact, when I last played, I had him killed. He was the one I'm talking about was the one in the mission where I was in Winter's Run, and everyone thought that mortals were demons. And he was the Sakoran chieftain who also blinded what was her, wood carver, because she didn't she carved a statue that didn't look like the lady of the sun. I think it was a lady. There's their lady of the sun or whatever, and it looked like a monster because she saw that the one behind it was the Jerebeth demon, and as punishment he took her eyes, so and was going to kill her, Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was going to kill her when we went up to him, so... if I let them get away from it... Do I choose the lawful option here, or do I choose the chaotic? I don't need increased morale. Besides, he claims to be repentant, but he's not. We just saw what happened to someone who we thought was repentant, but he betrayed us, so... Should I go for the lawful or the chaotic? I'm technically neutral good. I'm neither lawful or chaotic, so I could probably do one or the other. If I was doing my Vanguard one with my Arcane Rider, I would do this one definitely. It'd fit his nature. But I could do either one. The financial points would actually be useful. So I'll just be pragmatic and try him. Yeah, I think he should answer for that crime. That's... Why am I not getting a rank up for that? It's ready. Kind of want to rank up first. Yeah, but I believe my morale is capped, and I don't think I gain anything. But I'll get some leadership points, so I'll do that. go ahead and integrate these guys into the army over here. I mean, there's a really powerful army coming up from over here. This one's only a tier 4. Oh, some shield bearers. I can use them. I can bring these sorcerers over here. Integrate them into the army over here. Then I'll recruit these shield bearers and bring them down here. Seeing, yeah, I already built stuff there, built stuff there. If I remember correctly. Yep, I have a teleportation circle, which would be very useful being built here. Allows me to teleport back to Dresden, and it'll be done in 3 days. When we get, especially for the mission I'm about ready to do. Hoping, provided that it'll be done by the time I'm over there and done, I can instantly teleport back to Dresden. I should have enough to build something. Yeah, I think I might construct a barracks or an archery range in here. That will allow me to recruit more soldiers. Early game, I usually just build economic buildings so I can increase the amount of resources I get. So I have the money to buy the extra soldiers and do any other things I might need. I will do archery range first. I probably should sell some stuff.
The world is full of wonder.
I got a little something for you, Commander. The lads decided to chip in. You've been taking care of us, Commander, so we decided to take care of you. Please take this gift. Give yourself a magic ring or a new helmet, and we'll be very happy if you do. Thank you. It's from the bottom of our hearts, Commander. Show me what you have. I guess he didn't really have any use beyond just letting us know who was buried there.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Hey, we got 5,000 gold from our soldiers who taken care of us. You do good, and sometimes good things happen to you. Other people decide to be kind right back to you. I'm going to go ahead and deposit these knives because I don't think I need them for anything.
Adventures are exciting.
right here. Yeah, this will take a while, so... I'm going to cut him off and engage him here. Well, you're not going to be messing with us anymore. And I'll bring these guys over here. I'm going to quick save. I want to see if I can fight this guy over here. I should be able to beat him. Not that he'll offer me anything great. Just, what is it? What's they're offering? The phylactery of a necromancer. But still, I'll fight him anyway. I'm gonna get rid of the sharpshooters first. They can go after my more vulnerable members like the wizard and marksman himself. It's better to get rid of them. Imagine these guys hit harder. Just hold the line for now. I can leave you back here. Apparently, attacking from the sides or behind does more damage. Good job. We're almost done. Go ahead and heal up. And that's game. We win. That was actually quite easy. We didn't take many casualties. And we got them all back. I mean, you have to take a lot of casualties in order for them to be permanent. And you can increase the number before it becomes permanent by building hospitals, which I've already done. Actually, I could hire another set of sorcerers, strengthen that. Costs a lot of resources, but we got it. Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good idea. More units you have, the better. Because they'll do more damage. And they'll also take attacks better before going out. Something? Yep, that's what I was waiting for. I definitely want to do that. And that is why I didn't do the records of 3 Stargazers. I'll do that next after logistics is ranked up. Military is close to ranking up as well. I believe when I rank it up to tier 4, that's when I'll get to upgrade my cavalry units. Oh, that wasn't too hard. I was a bit worried, though, because it was a 6. Okay. I can attempt to do this one. It blocks my way from doing a main quest from Nemiko. But you know what? I don't feel comfortable doing it just now. I'll wait until I'm 8. Then I'll do it. Because there's a lot of stuff there. It won't be easy to take that. Think about doing this one, not gonna lie. Says I can, but... Alright. Now to engage this one. Yep, if you're so much stronger than they are, they just run. And that does it for all the armies trying to come at me for now. Should I try this one? I actually never beat this one with my other character. I don't know what Attractive Impulse does. I don't know. That's a succubus general, so I have a feeling she might use a spell that will mind control one of my guys to turn against me. I guess we can attempt it and see how it goes off. If it goes south, I'll just reload a save and wait until I'm stronger to do that one. Ah, never mind. I went the wrong way by accident. So I'll do it another time.
So exciting! There's something over there! With grace?
No reason to pause.
Rules are made to be broken.
I need to attempt to get rid of that disease, which I did this time.
Is there trouble? Uh-huh.
Alright, now let's look at this old hut. Let's see if it goes down the way I think it's going to go down.
This is my
We'll
time
take
to
it. This
shine.
place has been abandoned.
How cute!
Yep, this place has been abandoned.
So exciting!
What's this over here? And yep, this is exactly where I expect to be.
With grace? Uh-huh.
A success worthy of praise.
This is my time to shine.
Take a look.
How cute! exciting!
See what the crystal
Day
has to say.
16. Abadius 4662. Experiment transformation. Subject young male, half fiend. Objective to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Suture, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
Ah, it's you. Good. Very good.
Okay, looks like we're in a laboratory of some sort.
Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
I've seen you before. You were disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Canabras before Discari attacked.
How did you... Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. Fat lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again.
What is this place, demon?
What? You mean you don't know? It's my Lady Aurilu's. Her old laboratory. She used to live here back when she was still mortal. Before those Sarkorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house. They never got into the lab. My lady came back here after, when the Abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world, and Sarkoris had become the world wound. But she never liked this place, and she abandoned it many years ago, along with everyone in this place too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible. That's why all the people abandoned here got out of their cages and started living as best they could. You'll see. That's if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're gonna have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it though, so keep trying.
Okay, so it seems on our quest to look for the angel, the other angel, we came into the laboratory of the witch who opened the world wound, and now we can't get out of here. Or so they think.
I've heard of you, succubus. The barriers won't let you through, so don't even think about trying. You might be a demon, but you've got Desna stink all over you. You!
Lady Vorlesh was here, and now she's gone. What terrible luck! What a horrid confluence of circumstances. The questions I have for her already run to a dozen pages. Huh.
Well, you're in her laboratory. Maybe you can learn something in here. Sounds like we'll have plenty of time to explore this place.
To be honest, I'm glad she's not here. I'm afraid of her. I'm afraid at the moment when we'll meet face to face.
You better get over that, because I'm pretty certain it's going to happen. She's taken an interest to me. If that wasn't clear after we saw her after we liberated Dresden. Who are you?
Me? Why do you want to know? They call me the Suture. I'm the custodian of this place. The big expert, you know? With big, expertise. I know all there is to know about it. Things nobody else knows.
Why'd you start talking to me?
Out of boredom. I've been stuck in here a long time. We don't see new faces very often, but it does happen. People come across this place by accident, wriggle inside, and then can't get out again. And isn't it a good thing I learned to speak your language? You won't find a dredge as educated as the old suture here.
You tell me you gotta get out of here by any chance?
Maybe I'll tell you. What harm will it do? But first, go and take a look around. The answer's not as simple as you might think.
I have things to do.
Be careful. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either.
And like that, we of course got caught. We are now in the laboratory and we need to figure out how to get out of here. And you know what, I feel like this is a good place to stop. I've been streaming for a couple hours. And I do consider this part of the Hand of the Inheritors quest line. So I'll title it as such. And next time we stream, our goal will be to get out of here. And find the angel that's in here, of course. So thanks for joining me in the stream, and have a good night. I'll see you guys next time.